Hello, everybody. Harry here. I'm going to contribute to A to Z today. We're on the letter J. Fixing to go on the letter K. And I'm going to take an easy one this week because I just watched it recently. It was Jurassic Park for 1993, directed by Steven Spielberg. Uh, Everybody's seen this movie. I imagine most people have seen this movie, the original, based on Michael Crichton's, I think that's how you pronounce his name, 1990 novel about a man who builds an amusement park, dinosaurs. He brings back dinosaurs from DNA from mosquitoes that were encased in what was it? Maple syrup, something like that. Anyways, sap, and he extracts the DNA, and we have brontosauruses and T Rexes, um, and oh god, what's the name of the little ones? I can't think of the names of them right now. It'll come to mind later. But anyways, everybody should know this film. I seen it back in 1993, and at that time I had two children. I got four now, and this was with my first late wife, and we saw it in the movie theater when it came out. My oldest daughter, who is now 28, was at that time two 2 years old, fixing to be three, and my youngest was a year old. Yeah, or my middle child then was a year old. But we wanted to see it because of the big hype around the film. The special effects, the dinosaurs, and all that. And I tell you what, I was blown away back in '93 because we'd never seen anything like that. Maybe everybody should get motion sickness from this, but besides Star Wars and the odd science fiction movie, nobody ever seen dinosaurs like that, and realistic too at the time. And now I watched it when I watched it the other day. I have it on Blu-ray. Watched it. You could tell a little bit, not too bad. The the dinosaurs, the CGI on it, it's not too bad. It's not too dated, I don't think. I've seen newer movies with the CGI so bad it's pitiful. You can tell it's CGI. At least in this film here, your mindset that they're not real, but damn, it came close. It was really good. So, like I said, most people know this film, and I just wanted to discuss that. How this film has aged over time. Really, I think it aged pretty well. I watched it with my grandchildren the other day, and my wife's like, "Oh, you shouldn't watch that movie with them. They'll scare them half to death. They're afraid of it." Well, my grandson loved it until he fell asleep, and then and my granddaughters watched it, and they didn't cry. They got a little bit scared. Dang, I can't remember the small dinosaurs, the ones that were chasing the kids in the kitchen. Anyways, if anybody knows, please put in the comments. Remind me. I can't think of the name of them right now. But I think it's aged well since '93. There was two more in that series, The Lost World and Jurassic Park, the third one, which I didn't care for too much. I always preferred the first one. The second one was okay. And then they came out, I guess you want to say a reboot, or maybe not a reboot, or sequels, the ones with Chris Pratt. And the first two were decent. But the third one, I fell asleep in, and honestly, I have to rewatch that one because I don't remember much of it. The highlight for me in the first film, Jurassic Park, is Jeff Goldblum. Anything he's in, I pretty much love. He is such a character in these films. but especially in this film, he was great. Uh, and I like the part where they're sitting in the cars waiting for the dinosaurs, and he's like, "Oh, we're in a dinosaur park, and when are the dinosaurs coming?" Something to that effect. That was funny, very sarcastic in that film. Laura Dern did a decent job uh, in the film. I liked her in the film, and Sam Neill and the two kids, and then Richard. Is it Richard or David? Richard Attenborough plays a professor who starts all this crap that starts the island and this here. Um, Samuel L. Jackson, very young Samuel L. Jackson's in the film as well. At a time, I didn't know who he was in '93. I remember him from Goodfellas, getting killed. And then, of course, we later on, Samuel L. Jackson become one of the greatest, I think, one of the best actors out there. Fun, at least fun to watch, anyways. Uh, One thing with Sam Jackson, I watched a movie called Turbo with the kids a couple of years ago, and I recognized his voice, and I said, "Oh my God, I hope he don't say motherfucker." So that's my only thing was worried about that. Um, but yeah, I didn't want to go too much into the plot of the movie because everybody should know it. They go to the park and they go on this tour. Sam Neill and Laura Dern go on this tour, and with the professor's grandkids, and then and things happen. The machine that there's a storm coming. Everything kind of works against them in this film. But it's a great adventure film, action film. I guess you wouldn't call it an action film, but I'm just kind of sort of rambling on here because I didn't know what to say. Everybody has seen this movie, but yeah, it's a great film. And if you haven't watched it, go ahead and rent it and watch it. Watch the series. I'm planning on watching with the grandkids probably tonight. The Lost World Part 2. We try to watch a series of movies every weekend. With my grandson and all that, we watched all the Fast and Furious movies because he likes to race cars. He's 6, going to be 7 years old, and I told him we will watch the Jurassic Park films because I have all of those, and then we might do Star Wars, start all the way from the beginning. From the New Hope all the way up to the new one hasn't been out yet, but the Last Jedi. So I'm gonna say, the picture quality on the DVD is really good, or the Blu-ray is really good. Best I've seen it since I've seen it in the movie theater. And of course, when I seen it in the movie theater in '93, it was on film. It wasn't digital. But it was freaking awesome to see it on the big screen. It was awesome to see it in my home theater, seeing it crystal clear and very, very beautiful picture. Universal did a nice job with that. But anyways, that's my contribution, rambling. Took 9 minutes of your life, as Mike would say. Any comments, thoughts? Velociraptors. There you go. I figured it at the end. The velociraptors are those little skinny, mean, head-eating monsters. Oh, and by the way, check out the scene where the guy gets eaten while he's sitting on the toilet. That's, he was hiding, but great scene there. Take care. Thank you.